Hey guys, welcome to day 29 and day 30 of this 30-day yoga challenge. Give yourself a round of applause. Today, we are going to be focusing on our hips. I just wanted to give you, to end with, a really awesome, feel-good, and a little challenging yoga class. So some of these poses we haven't done yet. Some of them we have done, but they're with a different variation. So I just want you to breathe into the parts that are difficult. If you can't go into Skandasana or some of the other poses that are a little bit more trickier, then that's okay. Just pull back like we've been learning to do this whole time. And I hope your hips feel so open and good and after this sequence. So enjoy. Let's get started in a child's pose today. Come to the back of your mat. Bring your toes together to touch. Bring your glutes down to your heels. And then walk your hands to the top of your mat. As you inhale here and exhale. Breathe deep as we begin our practice today. Let's take a couple more deep inhale and a deep exhale. Inhale, come up to a quick tabletop. And then come to sitting down in the middle of your mat. We're going into butterfly pose now, or bound angle pose. We get to this pose by bringing our feet together, and our legs will kind of fall out to our side. They might be up a little more or come all the way down to your mat. However open your hips are, you can stay right there in a seat as you hold on to your feet, or you can slowly allow your chest to fall over your legs. Make sure your glutes are remaining glued to the mat in this pose. Inhale here and exhale, come back to the center. Slowly make your way into a downward facing dog. Let's start to walk out our dog here as we bend into one leg and then the other. Now bring your feet to the outside edges of your mat or even a little past your mat and bend into this deep stretch here. This is a wide-legged down dog. Come back to the center. As you inhale, look forward. And exhale, bring your feet to your hands into a forward fold. Inhale, slowly come up to a stand. And exhale at the top. We're going into tree pose now, so I'm going to show you what that looks like in my body. So you can either do a kickstand like so by bringing your heel to kind of your ankle area, or you can bring your foot to your calf, or you can bring your foot all the way up to your thigh. You want to make sure to avoid your knee at all costs by bringing your foot to only those three options. And wherever you're at right now, bring your hands to heart center and allow your legs to be a strong foundation. Slowly push your left leg into your right foot and your right foot back into your left leg for some engagement here. Inhale, release down, and exhale. Let's go to the other side. Whatever variation you took on the other side, you can take on this side. Or our bodies do vary from side to side, so if you can't make it to that side, then take a different variation. Bring your hands to heart center, and again, create that
tension by pushing your leg into your foot and your foot back into your leg. Inhale here. And exhale, release your foot down to the ground. Inhale into a mountain pose and exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart, your arms shoulder-width distance apart. Inhale, shift forward. Once you create a strong foundation into chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. And exhale, bring your knee into your chest and place your foot between your hands. We're setting up now for Warrior One, so bring your right foot a couple inches to the right and bring your left foot up and in about a foot width distance. Inhale, lift your upper body up. And exhale, bring your hands back behind you. And then you can bring your hands together behind you in a clasp. And we're going to go into Humble Warrior. This is a new pose, so you will inhale, lift up almost to a slight back bend. And exhale, start to bend your upper body down to the ground, almost in a forward fold here. Keep your hands bound. Bring your right shoulder, if possible, to your right knee. Inhale here. And exhale, release your hands and lift all the way back up in a Warrior One. As you open up into a Warrior Two for a quick transition, inhale here. And exhale, we're going into wide-legged forward fold. So bring your feet facing forward, both of them, into a wide straddle pose. Inhale here, and you can exhale, clasp your hands together behind you like we did in Warrior One. And then slowly melt your upper body down to the ground as much as you possibly can here. You can bring your hands down to the mat, or bring your hands to your ankles or your calves, whatever feels comfortable. Allow your hips and your legs to just stretch out in this pose and release. If you have a mirror next to you, make sure your hips are tracking with your heels. Inhale here. And exhale, we're going into Skandasana pose to the right. So bend into your right knee as you come all the way down to your mat. You can either allow your right foot to come glued down to the mat, or come up on your heel if that's easier for you. You can bring your hands to heart center, or bring your hands to the mat. Wherever you are, just make sure that left foot is flexed here. Breathe into the discomfort. And let's go to Skandasana to the other side. Slowly make your way into putting your weight on your left leg, and a deep bend in your left leg, and your right foot this time will be flexed. Inhale here. And exhale, make your way into a downward facing dog. Once you're in downward dog, lift your left leg up high to the sky, and exhale, bring your knee into your chest and place your foot between your hands. Again, we're setting up for Warrior One. So bring your left foot over a couple inches and your right foot in about the distance of your foot. Inhale as you lift up, and exhale as you bring your hands behind your back and bind them together. Inhale, lift up into a slight back bend, and exhale, Humble Warrior. Allow your upper body to bow down to the ground until your left shoulder starts to meet with your left knee. Breathe here. And release your hands as you inhale, come all the way back into a Warrior Two pose. Inhale here. And exhale, we're going into straddle pose again, but I don't want you guys to have to look at the back side of me, so I'm going to turn around and show you what it looks like the other way around. This time again, you can bring your feet a little farther away from you so your straddle can be a little bit deeper. And exhale, allow your upper body to melt down. You can grab on hold to your legs this time. You can keep your hands bound behind your back if that felt comfortable. Whatever is calling to you in this moment, go for it. Inhale here. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And exhale into Skandasana on the left. Again, bring a flex into your right foot. And let's slowly make our way into Skandasana on the right. Take a quick inhale here. And exhale into Downward Facing Dog. Actually, we have an opportunity to go into Chaturanga here. So inhale, Upward Facing Dog if you're able. And exhale, Downward Dog. Or you can just meet me in Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. And exhale into Pigeon Pose. Bring your right knee to the right edge of your mat as you place your leg parallel to your mat. Flex your right foot if you possibly can. Inhale, lift up with your chest. And exhale, you can relax down by bringing your forearms to the mat, your forehead even to the mat if you'd like, or you can stay lifted up. Either way, you're getting a nice deep stretch in your hips here. Allow your hips to kind of sink a little bit deeper close to your mat if you possibly can in this pose. Inhale, slowly lift back up. And exhale, come into a Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up this time. And exhale, Pigeon Pose on the left. Bring your left knee to the left side of your mat. And place your left leg across your mat and your right leg back behind you. Inhale, lift your chest up. And exhale, melt your upper body down if you feel comfortable doing that. You can bring your forearms down to your mat and your forehead if you'd like. Wherever you are, just sink your hips deeper down to the mat and allow your body to continue to relax. Inhale, lift back up, and exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Let's come down to a seat on our mat. And slowly make your way into lying down on your mat. Bring your feet down to the mat, and we're going to inhale here and exhale into Bridge Pose by lifting your hips up off your mat. Inhale here, and exhale, release your hips down to the mat. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest for a quick tug, and exhale into Happy Baby Pose. by allowing your hips to just open up. You can grab on hold of your feet here as your legs are bent a lot in this pose. Or you can grab on hold of your thighs or your calves here. Whatever feels comfortable, whatever range you can get, you're still getting a deep hip stretch here. So just breathe into the discomfort. Bring your knees into your chest and bring your forehead to your knees if possible. Create the tiniest little ball. Inhale here and exhale Shavasana. Release down onto your mat. Allow your feet to fall to the edges of your mat. Allow your hands to just fall open on the mat. And slowly but surely let every single thing go. Thank yourself for going through this challenge and for showing up every day and dedicating this month to focusing on your health and your body. You can start to bring some movement to your fingertips, to your toes. Slowly make your way up to a seat.
Thank you so much again for joining on this challenge, or just for today, the last 2 days of this yoga challenge. I decided a couple days before the first of the new year that I was going to do a YouTube yoga challenge. So I just literally just put it out there and just started creating videos. Thanks for bearing with me as I learned how to teach completely virtually, and as I kind of took up teaching again since 2021. Didn't give me a ton of opportunities to teach. So I hope you really enjoyed this challenge. From now on, I'm going to be putting out YouTube videos once a week. Like this video and subscribe so you can get notifications whenever my videos come out every Monday morning. So hope you enjoy the feeling of accomplishing something and finishing a challenge for the first of the year. You've done such a good job, and thanks for supporting me on this. If you want to see a certain type of YouTube video, like yoga for de-stressing, yoga for prenatal, postnatal, yoga for kids, then please just comment below what you want to see and the type of yoga you want to see. If you like more yin yoga style, I'm going to be kind of formatting these next classes, like the weekly classes, based off of what people are wanting. I think that's it. Yeah. Deuces. Bye.